This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hey, friends.
Hey, people.
Hi, everyone. We're talking about flights today, the pointy end.
Yep, we are.
Yeah.
The big Pav, Matty Pavlich, joins us from Melbourne.
A taxi driver got very angry at me, but it wasn't my fault. We talked to other people who've been in that situation.
I don't know, you're a woman, but getting in the way.
That
so
did seem
was
to
your
be
fault.
my biggest crime.
And you'll find out who I was hugging last night.
Ooh, Nathan, that's some hot goss.
Hey.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean. Wake up! Yeah. On Nova 937. Let's go!
It's 6:04. Nathan, Nat and Sean. Hi, everybody. I'm back.
No,
Morning.
Harry. No, Harry.
What's happening?
My microphone's not on.
Why have you got Nathan's microphone off, Harry?
Someone's come along here to this panel and just
Someone.
press every button and go and not fix it.
I
Have
sit
they
here.
really?
I don't sit there.
He doesn't sit there.
So what are you going to
He
do?
needs to be closer to me so we can hold hands.
Exactly.
It's a cold morning.
I don't want to break anything while all the mics are on, but let's give it a
This is the
go.
reality of working in radio.
Let's break it. Hang
What are
on.
you going to do? Okay, this is so exciting, everyone. This is live panel. Live paneling. I've got to the other microphone.
Oh, now he goes to the other microphone.
No, I'm just leaning over.
Try that.
Hello.
Oh.
Harold Fitzgerald.
Look at him go.
That's why you get paid the apprenticeship wage.
And press a button like there's no tomorrow.
See, you missed out on this
I
shenanigans.
know.
Nat.
Well, I was here for that.
No.
So,
She did miss out. To be honest, that's the best thing that's happened in 2 days.
Literally, it happened in front of me.
Did you have a fun trip?
I did have a fun trip. I went to Melbourne and never in a million years. I've been going backwards and forwards to Melbourne for a long time. Never is the weather in Melbourne better than the weather in Perth
I know.
at the same time.
It's pretty crazy,
It was.
yeah.
It had bright sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow. I'm just blown away. 'cause
There was a little bit of rain, but not whenever I had to go outside. It didn't rain once.
Natalie,
Good
It
timing.
was magical.
you would have seen here we had FIFO people swimming to their flights.
Yes, I did see that.
too, Perth
Like, what is happening? It's crazy.
it was ridiculous, yes.
So, yeah, no, I had a lovely time catching up with friends. It was a
that's
friend's
great.
birthday that I went over for. It was
Well,
great.
you missed yesterday's McCain's pub trivia, right?
Yes.
So it's just one question. That one question, if you get it right, is $1,000. The girl
Great.
yesterday
Easy money.
did not get it right.
What was the question?
The question was... Oh, here we go. I'll pull out the question right
I think it was
now.
name a tennis tournament that's synonymous.
No, wrong competition. You keep getting messed up. So it's I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Oh,
Is the
yeah.
line from which Chumbawamba hit?
Or tub thumping.
Nothing.
And she didn't get
Now the competition Sean's
Right.
talking about. So
Give me
that's
more. Give me more.
$2,000. $2,000.
Right, today.
Give me more. Up to $500 is up for grabs.
Okay, so
and the
that
question she didn't get right was her second question for $250, which was which Grand Slam tennis match is associated with strawberries and cream?
Well, it's Wimbledon,
Wimbledon.
obviously. But, like, there's only 4 Grand Slams, so you had a 1 in 4 shot at.
Yeah, we're talking about, 10.
Well, it's not going to be the French
I know.
Open. We know it's not the Australian Open.
Anyway, so everyone,
don't
it's going to
have
be an
strawberries in
amazing
America.
morning of Sean being confused between the two competitions we're playing.
Who knows what we're playing at any given time?
Pav will be coming in after 8 o'clock.
Beautiful.
That's
All
going to be
right.
a bit of fun.
Have you checked out WhatIf.com's top 10 winter weekenders yet?
How good's a what if tip?
Fremantle's in there, Darwin, Bendigo, Airlie Beach. Book your winter getaway on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
So we catch our flight next week to
Canberra. Go to dinner at the lodge with the Prime Minister.
How
we can't
long's
believe
that
that's
flight
happening.
for?
It's on a
Jeez.
smaller plane.
The only
Oh, it's
flight
only
I've caught
4
since the
hours.
pandemic is to Kalgoorlie and back. That's the only time I've been on a plane.
It's only 4 hours.
Have you flown much since the pandemic?
Over to Melbourne, I think I've gotten a couple of times. Where
Yeah.
else did I go?
Let me see, let me look at the
Kununurra. Did I
flight.
go there last year or something?
So we leave at 12:25. We arrive at 6:15, and there's a 2-hour time difference. So it's a 4-hour flight. Like
Yeah,
just
that's
under 4
okay.
hours.
How was your flight? to Melbourne?
So I came back from Melbourne yesterday, and I used points and got so I requested an upgrade and got upgraded.
I've never
so you
done
get,
that. I don't
you
have
get-
points.
You get the text message usually in the middle of the night. Like so, a text message woke me up. I'm like, what's that?
Oh, really?
It's like, oh, your upgrade's been successful. I'm just like, yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes, and I always, because I'm a savvy flyer, I check the seating arrangements because I refuse to use my points to upgrade if it's a older plane
Yeah.
because it's just not the same.
So you know the planes?
Yeah, you know the layout.
Yeah.
So
you can Google any plane that you go on.
Yeah.
You can Google it. It shows you the seating
Yeah.
configuration.
Yeah.
It shows you everything on the plane.
So if in business class it shows the 2 seats
Yeah.
together, like on the side,
Yeah.
then it's an older plane. So if it's got the 1,
L.
2, 1,
Yes.
then you know it's a newer plane with a newer seat pods.
Yeah.
Right.
I want those, right?
Yes.
So that's what I got. And so we were settling in, and it was, I don't know, it seemed like a pretty busy flight. There were quite a few people in there.
So, Natalie, is in one of those configurations where the economy people have to walk past you?
No.
Okay.
No,
because
separate.
Separate lot.
Because when I've only ever been upgraded into a nicer seat, usually if I'm in economy, my face will be down, my head will be down. But if I'm in one of those seats, my head is up to make sure everyone that walks past me sees
Yeah,
that
no.
I'm doing really well in life.
Nobody walked past.
And
Like,
they've
so
made some incorrect decisions.
They made the peasants go in through a different door.
Their presence climbs through the windows.
And then we're about, I don't know. So the seatbelt light's been turned off, and then there's an announcement over the thing by the chief stewardess or whatever they call her, and she was the cabin manager. She says, "Oh, we're sorry, some of the people in economy are experiencing difficulty with your iPads, which is the entertainment system.
Yes.
So that in business class we had the seat back entertainment system,
yes,
the
yes.
touchscreen thing.
Yes,
But down the back they had the iPads,
Physical
and she
iPads.
said,
Yep.
then they're not working. And it's like, we're on a 3-hour, 45-minute flight. And it's like,
You need compensation. I know this is happening.
and then they
It's not the first
rebooted
time.
it. I don't know if it started
You're
working
right,
after
Sean.
that, but
What
like-
do we pay for on a flight? Yes, we pay to get there, but also, what else do we pay for? We pay for our seat to recline. We
Yes.
pay for entertainment.
Entertainment. And the other thing is the food situation, right? So you're paying, if you're not going on Jetstar or whatever, and you're going on Qantas, you're paying for that. That's part of the ticket price, right? And then you get to the end of the line where you sit, Nathan,
Yes.
right at the back. And what happens?
You get vegan food, and it's disgusting. And my point
Oh,
is...
no, Nathan, good news, they don't do vegan food anymore.
good.
So you get, like in economy, you get two choices. It's a hot meal or it's a cold meal. And the cold meal is always the same. It's a chicken and quinoa salad. It's always that.
It's
That's
so
it.
annoying.
Or there's, like, you might get a pasta dish or a curry dish.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
when it used to be vegan food, it's like, no, that's your choice. And, like, they've over-catered for your people.
Yeah,
And,
no-
like,
well, during the pandemic, they stopped catering for
Great.
them. So then there was no
Great.
vegetarian food at all.
Hey, I'm talking about food on a flight. So I read this article yesterday. It's an Aussie chef. He relocated to Singapore 5 years ago, right? So his name's Anthony McNeil, and he's the chef responsible for all the Singapore Airlines food.
Fantastic.
So he does 42,000 in-flight meals a day. Right, and his yearly shopping budget is $500 million. Now, I did not know this about first class because I've never flown first
Oh,
class.
yes. I've only done it once. I was upgraded
He said
again.
those in first class can choose from 17 meal varieties to everything from caviar through to dessert. Get this. And you can eat at any time as you wish and as much
Yes.
as you like.
That's
Yeah.
right. So,
Yep.
Nathan,
Are
they
you
give you...
serious?
So this happened to me on Emirates, and they give you basically a book, which is the menu. And they do come around and ask, because I'm like, I'm not going to ask them to, can you go and get me some food? They do come around and say, would you like something to eat now? But that you literally can press the button and they will come and just ask anything that's on that menu. And And
I'm not
of
waiting
course-
to be asked if I want food.
No.
I paid 17 grand for this ticket. Boom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Give me
I'll
another
have
drink.
one dolphin ceviche.
And it was, and like there was wine pairing for every dish as well.
Oh, sure.
So yeah.
This
And-
is insane.
Yeah.
So you can,
Yes.
you can finish
Yes.
one and then order another one
Yes.
and order another one.
Yep,
No
yep.
one says anything.
Yes, no one says anything. And then, Nathan,
Jeez.
well, on Emirates at least, you can go and have a shower. You
Oh!
can go and have a shower.
Oh, why?
In
'Cause
case
you-
you've got lobster all over you or something.
God,
And
nothing
the
worse than a big
shower-
sloppy lobster mouth.
The shower the bathroom is enormous. So you know how, like in the toilets in economy,
Yeah.
you can't turn around.
Yeah.
The bathroom in first class is gigantic.
People are getting it on in there, 100%. You'd have to wear
Well, why
thongs.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. Even
Polite,
if it was
you know,
one-on-one, you'd have to.
It's
'cause you're up
polite,
there.
rich sex. Polite, rich sex. May I? Of course. And then they're done in a
Because-
slightly hour.
Because also there's two bathrooms.
Yeah. Oh.
There is.
Anyway,
Good times.
I know.
dude.
That's living.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
Sean, you just said good cuddling weather.
Good cuddling weather, and you said I wouldn't know.
Well, I sort of would. Last night when I went to bed, that's why I just started laughing. I went to bed like this.
Cuddling yourself.
Cuddling myself.
Giving yourself a very
I
tight
had
hug.
my arms wrapped around myself because it felt comfortable and nice.
And it's the first time you've ever tried that. And like you suddenly had that revelation.
Like when you said, oh my God, that's how I fell asleep last night. Anyway, this is really comfortable.
Nathan, you should try getting a dead arm, falling asleep on it, and then putting the dead arm over you so it feels like someone else's
You know what?
arm.
I had a friend in high school. His brother used to do that, but he'd sit on his hand and then put a lacy glove on it. I won't tell you what happens next.
figure it out.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
It's a good day when there's a new series of Utopia dropping tonight, 8 o'clock on the ABC, or you can check it out on iView as well. And the star, creator...
Oh, all of it.
All of it is none other than Rob Sitch, who joins us now. Morning, Rob.
Good morning to you.
Hey, Rob. Good
Hello,
to hear
Rob.
from you, mate.
How is the Nation Building Authority?
I think I remember the first series. I was actually live in the studio
Yes.
with you. I had to go around the country trying to explain to the young audience what we mean by infrastructure. Now I have to go around explaining what we mean by free-to-air television.
That is so true, Rob.
If people haven't watched Utopia, it's awkward Australian at its best.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I mean?
is. It is.
I don't think anyone does awkward quite like we do. But, Rob, I want to know, is there going to be any hangover in the series from the pandemic? Because I think most workplaces have that one person that still wears a mask every day.
Do you know what? We predicted one of the silver linings of an awful pandemic for us was that we sort of realised that when it ends, you know, in offices, masks are it's going to go back to normal. But for us, normally every series we find a building that's going to be pulled down, and then we build our set in it. That's sort of the only way we can do it. And so for this fifth one, we go, God, we've got to find one. Someone said, why don't you go back and have a look at the last one you were in? Because of, you know, the pandemic, it might not have been leased out.
Yeah.
So we got the building manager, opened up, not only had not been leased out, our set was still there.
Wow.
And there were still things I'd left on my desk.
That is
So
gold,
it was
Rob.
like you know, where...
It's like a time capsule.
Yeah. You know when everyone escapes from Chernobyl?
Yes.
You go to Chernobyl and there's
There were still props sitting around, all the fake stuff we put in there. I think there was, I swear this is true, there was a shriveled up banana in the drawer of my... I used to keep a banana every day for energy.
Yeah.
And I forgot to take it out. So there was still the blackened banana from 3.5 years ago.
Wow.
Oh, Rob.
That's actually
next
amazing.
level. Yeah. Hey, Rob, the National Building Authority, it is hilarious that you see all these things every day down the streets of Perth, Melbourne, wherever, whatever capital city, and you have those same thoughts all the how are they running this?
And they've
how
had
it's
these,
taking so long?
They've had those meetings that you show on your show. It's too close
whole
to the
thing's-
truth.
Yeah.
It's always big numbers too. I don't think humans should combine a big checkbook and predictions. And because I was thinking the other day, you know, how the Reserve Bank predicted that interest rates won't go up for 3 years.
Yes.
I want to see at the Reserve Bank who leads the footy tipping competition.
It was a tough week last week.
The head of the Reserve Bank. What are we listening to him for?
Oh,
I tell you what, I do. Just locally here, Rob. We do get a laugh because now whenever they want to do anything here to celebrate anything in Perth, we do a drone show, and the government gets very excited about the drone show, don't they, guys?
Yes,
And then
they
it
do.
gets cancelled because of the bad weather.
And then one
You know,
day,
the funny thing was, I made a silly promise to. I've got twin boys, and I made a promise to him when he was 11. I think he never remembered. He said, we want to go to this eclipse, and it was in the eastern Indonesia. And I said, I don't think we can get there, mate. Let's go to the next one. And sure enough, about 6 months ago, he goes, there's one in Exmouth.
Exmouth.
yes.
Yeah, so we packed up the whole family.
Did you?
Whole family.
Come on.
Went up there. And guess what the entertainment was on the next night? It was a drone show.
Welcome to WA, mate. Hey, Rob, that was so funny. It would have been probably a year ago or so. They had a drone show. It was happening in the Swan River, and then suddenly there was a technical fault, and drones just started falling out of the sky.
Dropping into the
and
water.
every time one hit the water, I think it was like $3,500 gone.
It turned into a Ukrainian drone.
Exactly.
Hey, Rob, how long did you spend up in Exmouth? We thought honestly, the three of us were thinking, oh my God, the bloody eclipse. This is going to be pretty.
Well, I
this
had
is over the
friends
top.
drive over from Victoria, so I knew that there was a bit of interest in it, but still.
But then when it hit, we all went, oh my God, this is pretty unique. So what was your take?
We loved it. We spent a week there doing everything. Went
Did you?
fishing, swam with the whale sharks.
Oh.
I've been there a few times before, and it's a pretty special place. But I did have to warn the kids, hey guys, you know, the eclipse we're travelling halfway around the world. It lasts for 65 seconds. and they turn to me and he goes, Dad, that's how long a TikTok goes for. Perfect.
Yeah.
I tell you, it was so funny watching the coverage of the eclipse because they had all these eclipse chasers from around the world and they're walking down the street like they were rock stars because people were coming up and asking them questions. And they're on the news going, anyone please stop us, ask us anything you want. Like, you've never spoken
This is
to
their
another human
moment.
before.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
The nerd alert alarm was going off big time up there. Yeah.
Hey, Rob, while we've got you, and Utopia's great, Series 5, I wonder, out of all the stuff you guys have done all together, Tom and Santo, do you have a special... Is there something special out of, everything you've been able to
So
create?
if there was a fire, Sean, and you could
Yeah.
grab one thing and save it, what would it be?
Yeah.
We did a show years ago. The great thing about YouTube is that it sort of brings things back, but we did a show called The Late Show years ago.
Yes.
This was back before social media, so it was back when people used to ring up the ABC TV station and complain. So all we ever experienced was there were no young people telling us that they were watching, and all we had was 80-year-old angry monarchists ringing up and telling. As it went on, and it had a sort of a second life on YouTube and DVDs and all that sort of thing. That's probably the most that people come up and say, I was a 13-year-old and had nothing else to do on a Saturday night. So we had a sort of a captive audience.
Late Show.
And the castle, surely.
Oh, the castle, obviously, yeah. But
Yeah, we never, look, to be honest, we never thought the castle was going to have that long a life because my cousins actually grew up next to that airport. And as an 11-year-old, I go, oh, this is the best place to live in the world. And then as a 16-year-old, I go, what the hell are people living under a runway for?
Yeah.
So when we came to ride it, we went around and checked if those houses were still there. A few of them, funnily enough, they're pretty expensive real estate now, but they were there, and it's right beside the runway. It's incredible.
Hey, Rob, guess what we're doing next week? We
Flying to London.
No, we are. We're flying to Canberra and we're having a private dinner with the Prime Minister at the lodge.
Are you kidding me?
we backed him into a corner.
We kind of invited ourselves over, and he took the bait.
Well, I just said to him, the thing that enrages me the most about you is you've never invited us over to the lodge. And then next minute, his people contacted us and said, you're coming over for dinner.
He's incredible. He makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The Prime Minister before him walks around with a frown in their face. And he walks around and goes, no, good job.
Come over.
Got my own plane.
Yeah,
I know. Pretty good,
impressive. Yeah, so I mean, because I'm thinking I want to go into his room and look in his drawers.
Do that. It's not like there'll be any security there waiting for it.
No.
And then the next time we can do a talk topic. When have you been shot?
I mean, it's not like we want to go back again. So this is a one and done.
We're amazing we're going in the first place.
I'd wear out your welcome pretty quickly. Are you going to take a bottle of wine, or does he supply
It's
that?
a great question. I think they supply their own, but we are going to take something as a gift.
Yeah.
Because we're good people.
And we're pretty tight too. That's the other thing, Rob.
Bottle of Horton's White Burgundy, off we go.
That's right.
Now, is he sending Air Force One over for
No, we're having to fly commercial at our own expense.
Yes, if Air Force One is under the guise of Jetstar.
Yeah, good luck getting there. But anyway.
Rob, we love the fact that Utopia is back for another series. Kicks off tonight, Series 5, ABC, 8 o'clock, or you can stream on iView if you're young. Thanks for talking to us, Rob.
Anytime. Lovely to speak to you guys.
Good on you, buddy.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Sean McManus.
Yes, friend.
Do you get a few fines here and there?
Lots.
Talk to me.
Driving past Karrakatta so far this year has cost me $300.
$300.
No, 3 different fines.
What are you doing?
So I know
it's
he's
been
bad
between
because every
0
time.
to 7K.
Some roads
0 to
feel
10,
like they should be
0 to 9,
should be faster.
What is when you don't get
Naturally.
points but you get a fine?
Yeah, that's 0 to 9. So within 10K.
I feel like you're so close that you just should get a.
Some roads that are 60 should be 70. And I think we all agree that.
Yeah.
And some roads that are 50 should be 60.
Probably not where he's driving because there's like old people crossing the road to get to funerals. So
I hurry him along. Don't worry. They won't
But
be
then
missing
again,
any service
if he does
soon.
hit them, it's not far to go.
I mean, the convenience.
Just hopefully clip one of them and they land in a hole.
Whenever I get a fine, I get sent a message from Melville Mazda from Greg saying, you're still not as bad as Sean.
I've heard that Sean tops the list.
I say, am I still well behind Sean? And everybody just laughs hysterically because Sean, basically, it's just like making it rain with the fines coming in for him.
Yeah, it's been difficult going past Karrakatta. I'm going to have to change my way.
Sean, you should,
maybe slow down.
That's a good point, now.
You need to never move to Finland. Okay?
Yeah, you're
a
in
Finnish
massive trouble.
millionaire has been slapped with an eye-watering fine of $195,796 for speeding. And you're thinking, okay, he must have been doing 1,000 in a 60 zone. He was doing 82 kilometres per hour in a 50 kilometre per hour
They're linked
zone.
to your income.
So basically what it means is
Means
if you make more money,
you pay more.
then you pay more.
So you'd be in trouble,
So
obviously,
his
'cause
company
you've got all the money.
is
Jeez, imagine
valued
you
at
guys.
$10 million, so his fines are considerably more than the average hoon.
That
and when
is
we think about
unbelievable.
your bank account,
Yeah.
jeez,
Eye-watering.
God, we'd be in the
Man.
we'd be in the 500,000, wouldn't we? If it's means tested.
I would be minus within a half a second. Where you with your piles of money would be different, you and Natalie.
No.
Oh, yeah, okay, let's go shopping. I just bought $1,000 worth of stuff.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Mate, I'll go to Rip Curl because I'll get 95% off.
Can we just check out the
95%
Google
off.
history? Can we just go to your Google history?
Yeah, mate, your
Let's go.
$200,000
And
notes.
look at your boats. that
You'll
you're-
see a few things.
you're
Red
Googling?
Tube, boat.
Pornhub, OnlyFans,
And they're free.
credit card declined.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Noviz, go! It's always worth trying for a bit more. And with McMahon, it pays off. Hit up mcmahon.com.au/careers for the best jobs that give you more benefits.
It's time to play Gimme More with McMahon, and our contestant is Courtney from Success. Come on down, Courtney.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Court.
Courtney, I heard you're so intelligent. Is that right?
Absolutely.
I know. That's
Yes.
what everyone's been saying. So let's prove it right now and make some money.
All right. Your first question, Courtney, is for $100. God, that's dramatic, isn't it?
In change. All right,
All
you
right,
ready?
here we go, Courtney.
Yeah, ready.
Which country's flag is commonly known as the Stars and Stripes?
America?
Yes, correct. You scored $100, Courtney. Now, it's up to you. You can take that $100 right now and we'll all be done.
Yep.
Or you can say, gimme more to try for $250. What do you say?
Give me more.
Hey! She's going to play for $250.
I think it's the right choice because she's the most intelligent woman I've ever met.
Well,
Yes,
so
that's
far
right.
off to a great start, Courtney. Okay, for that $250, your question is: Pink ladies, grannies, and granny smiths are types of what?
Apple.
She's got $250.
Yes. All girl gangs we would have gone for.
Yeah, the pink
That's right,
ladies,
that's right.
dangerous bunch.
Courtney, so you've got $250 so far. If you say gimme more, you're going to go for $500. Otherwise, you can take your $250. But you remember, if you get this question wrong,
Yep.
you lose everything.
Now, come on, Courtney, you're so
You
intelligent.
know what? Give me more.
She's starving for money.
Oh,
She's
okay.
so famished.
Courtney, for $500.
Nom, nom, nom.
Which former number 17 West Coast Eagle retired last season?
Ooh.
Number 17, West Coast Eagle, is in the news everywhere.
And retired last season.
John Kennedy?
Josh Kennedy.
Josh Kennedy. Josh Kennedy.
John Kennedy, Coach
lose-
Hawthorn.
You lose everything.
Kennedy. Oh,
That's it.
Oh, no,
The dream is
now
over.
we're giving you none.
Oh,
Say, gimme none.
Say it nicely.
Thanks for being a part of Giving
Wow,
More.
Courtney.
Courtney
No.
blows it right at
Josh
the end.
Kennedy, everybody.
Josh Kennedy.
If she even had said JK.
I thought I said Josh instead of
No,
John.
you
definitely said
didn't.
John.
And that's our
Definitely said
main
John.
issue with you is you always say John when you mean Josh.
If you just said Kennedy, we would have paid it.
Yeah.
But you specifically said John Kennedy.
If you even said
I know.
beard, I would have paid it. Beard.
Coach Beard.
All right.
Sorry, Courtney. No joy.
There you go, everyone. That's how to not play it.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
I thought we just might touch on the interest rates because that is getting insane. Firstly, I don't know how Philip Lowe hasn't been murdered yet. The boss of the RBA.
He makes $900,000 a year. I mean, it's
And
a good gig.
Then tells us all to get
I
housemates
know.
to deal with.
I know.
I
Deal
think,
with
yeah,
the money.
he's also painted into a
Yeah.
corner because we need someone to blame
Oh yeah,
for this.
and
But-
he's not the only person making the
No,
decisions.
of course
he's
not.
just the chairman.
Here's a bigger question overall, and I'm sure a lot of people are asking, and that is why are we keep on attacking, the interest rates, right? Why do we keep doing that? Because is that slowing? And I know it's a slowdown spending.
Yep.
But yet the people on the other scale, the people that are buying luxury cars, that are people that are
Yeah.
that are doing really well, they're not slowing down spending.
No.
So
But they're never going to be affected. Like, there's never going to be a
I
time
know,
they're
but
affected.
what they spend is a lot more than what we spend. So the math, I think, would equate to the fact that, like, you know what I mean? Like when we're spending, we don't spend as much as what they do when they're spending, and they're spending. So does the math iron out? Like, do they have someone in there? I'm guessing with like their iPhone calculator working that out? Because
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
think-
that seems. You know
you're
what I mean?
saying, so you're saying one individual who's got all the money decides they're going to buy a $1 million car for whatever
Yes.
reason,
Yes.
you know, and then that offsets the fact that 100,000 people
Yes.
aren't spending any.
buying bread.
Yeah.
Like, do they
I mean,
put-
part of the problem, Nathan, is the RBA acts independently of the government, right? So
I know
that's-
because
and
every
that's-
time they're on the news, the government makes sure they tell us that.
I know, but what that means is that that's the only thing they have.
You're going for
The
them.
only tool that
Yeah.
they can use, right, is to change interest rates to control inflation. Everything else the government would have to
Then the
do, and the
government-
government don't want to get the rich people off side.
It's so annoying. It's disgusting. And
But I don't
because
think-
you are
yeah.
attacking people that, like, no one's pays are going up, right?
No.
Like, no one's pays are going
Not-
up.
not enough.
Well, in fact, they are.
There is wages rise, but it's
They're
being
right.
outstripped
Yeah.
by inflation.
Yeah, and I think they said,
So
like,
overall, that's a net loss.
For
Yeah.
a $500,000 loan, you'll be paying an extra $76 a month. That $750,000 loan will be slugged an extra $114, and there's everything in between.
And that's just from this one
That's
to
just
the
from
last
this
one.
one.
There's
So
been
it's
12
$15,000 a
rises
year
now.
at the moment.
12
$15,000.
interest rate rises
So-
since last May.
So is there anyone looking at that? Looking at the richies spending and
Well,
the poories
I don't
getting
know. I mean,
Because
it's easy to
12
say from here, but we
12
don't know.
interest rate increases has not slowed inflation.
No, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't. So they've got to do, the government need to step in and do
I
something
know.
else. They
Well,
can't just
we'll
say
tell
that.
Albo this. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know.
Oh, no,
so
no,
we'll
he's
tell him
going to
when we
say
see
straight
him
away,
next
it's a
week.
world problem. And what he said last time
Yes.
was the fact that ours is better than the UK.
Yes.
Or
We'll just have to
America
go
at the moment.
now. Go to Elbow. We're at the lodge and just be the voice of the people. And Sean, if during dinner you can stop googling $200,000 votes, that'd really help our argument.
You come back here. No, I want to finish this. You're talking about it. Do you have a home loan? Do you actually have a home loan?
10 home loans.
10 home loans.
You
Oh,
don't
so
have
you're
a
a
home loan, do you?
slumlord.
10 home loans.
You have a
I
home
got a
loan.
really bad deal.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean's McCain Pub Trivia at home.
Nothing special about a quiet night at home with good mates, good times, and a bowl of McCain pub-style chips. Beg to differ.
Winter is upon us, and if you're keen for a fun night in, we have you sorted.
We're bringing pub trivia to you, all thanks to McCain.
Yeah, we've got Macy from Lesmurdy on the line right now. She's ready to play for a jackpotted $2,000 cash.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Macy, bit on the line here. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Macy.
Are you nervous, Mace?
Yes, I am.
Macy, you're moments away from possibly being able to quit your job and start a new life with
It's funny, I did
$2,000.
actually quit my job recently.
Oh.
So
Oh, well,
would
you
be
saw this
helpful.
coming.
Do you have a new one? A new job to go to?
Yeah, I don't start for another 2.5 weeks, so
Oh,
this would
really?
be helpful
You're
for now.
gardening.
Do we have 2.5 weeks worth of food money to get us there?
I do, luckily, but hopefully this will top it up, you know?
Okay, yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, if you get this pub trivia question right, you will get the $2,000, Macy. Are
Okay.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Macy, your question
for $2,000.
Who will be the new Deputy Premier of Western Australia? Deputy Premier of Western Australia.
Roger Cook.
Roger Cook is going to be on Thursday the actual Premier.
I know. The Deputy Premier will be Rita Safiotti. I
Does
know.
that ring a bell, Mace?
She's always on the side of the road doing a press conference and a truck's blowing her hair everywhere. She's great.
She's going to be treasurer as well. by the look of it. Hey, Mace, don't worry. You do not go home empty-handed.
she does not.
We're going to hook you up with $200 worth of McCain pub-style chips, Macy.
Thank you so much.
Chips galore.
Beautiful work.
But you know what that means? Tomorrow, this question has jackpotted to $3,000. If you want to be part of this, you just have to register your details at the Nova Player app and tell us what makes you the ultimate pub trivia champion.
All right.
$3,000 on the line. Beautiful.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Pricey then. She was up in the kitchen and we just paged the building and told her to get to the studio because it's an emergency, just because we wanted to see her run.
She can run.
We're really nice people.
I'm
Natalie.
on the run.
Yes. Now, let me tell you about... See, that would be... If she got angry at us, that would be warranted. I found myself in a situation on Friday where I made someone outraged and it wasn't my fault. Here's what happened. So, when I go to the... So, on Friday, because I was going to Melbourne, I drove my car here and then went straight to the airport because I didn't have a lot of wiggle room.
Okay.
So, what that means is that I pay for parking. You go online, you pay for your parking ahead of time. And when you go into the parking lot, the scanner scans your number plate and gives you a ticket and off you go.
And then the people that are looking after the car park take your car for a joyride. I've read the articles.
I'm not in valet parking, Nathan. I'm not that fancy. But so I pull up to the thing and the instruction will say, whatever you do, don't hit the button to take a ticket.
Okay.
Because it needs to scan and issue to get it. Otherwise, you're going to get charged twice. So I pull up and I'm waiting, and normally it says the number plate recognition system is working now. And that wasn't happening. And I'm like... It's just drizzling a little bit, and I'm
It's always the way, isn't
God's
it?
sake. So then you have to hit the button to talk to somebody, and then they will talk you through what you need to do. So I hit the button, and it's ringing. You can, and it's just like an engaged signal. And so I'm like thinking, I just have to wait, wait. Behind me, a taxi's pulled up.
Oh, God.
Yes.
The guy gets out, runs up to me.
To your window?
Yes. And he's like, staring at me like really, he's furious because obviously I've made him wait.
And you're a woman.
And then he hit the button. He presses the green button on the parking machine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's pre-booked.
Oh, what, like because you're stupid?
Yeah, like I didn't understand. I didn't understand how the parking machine works.
He's all like, she can't control this. Like, this isn't an oven.
Look at this.
How's she going to work this
Look
out?
At this moron who doesn't know that when you get there and just sits there and expects it to open. And no, I've pre-booked. I'm waiting. And like, then he left. And then people are honking me because I'm...
So once he took that ticket, did the arm go up straight away?
So then I'm like, now what happens?
Well, yeah.
So he took your ticket.
No, the ticket, the machine spat out the ticket, but he hit the button for me, which I was not supposed to do. So now I'm like, now what do I do?
You know the ticket machine, this has happened before where we couldn't get under, take out that guy, and then in the end I had to get a ticket because they weren't answering, and then eventually I had to speak to them, go over the ticket and go through.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a whole shenanigans.
A whole palaver. But the fact that this guy thought I was such a moron that I didn't understand how ticket machines work. And it's like, no, I've pre-booked. And people do it all the time. But he was so mad at me. Like the way he stalked up to... Because I'm watching him like, what's this guy doing? And I was about to explain to him, but no, he just hits the button.
It's very...
that's not my fault.
It's amazing to find yourself literally within the definition of misogyny, isn't it? Like literally you're in the definition. You can see the words around you describing it. And you go, oh no, I'm in the dictionary. Like I'm literally in Oxford right now, and this is the example they're using, and it's me.
It's me. Me and a very angry taxi driver who thinks I can't operate.
That is terrible when people are angry with you, and it's not your fault.
It wasn't my fault. It was the number plate recognition system.
Now, how long did he have to wait for? Because clearly,
it wasn't that long.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously, if you're thinking that everybody that goes in just hits the button, goes, that's a 2-second exercise.
Yeah.
And it had probably been 20 seconds.
And the airport's one of those places where people don't pack their patience.
No,
And also, like, there was another gate right next to me that it could have gone through.
Yeah.
All right, we would like you to make Natalie feel better right now,
I'm a
and we'd
victim.
like to talk to people that have, someone has been very angry at them, or many people have been very angry at them, and it was not their fault. They were just a lady trying to fly
Trying to park my
interstate.
car.
That's all she was trying to do.
Trying to activate my prepaid parking.
Somebody deserves $300
Yes, you
to spend
do.
at Retrovision
And
for
it's
this.
me.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you.
you've won it so far. We'll see if we can beat your story. Retrovision's 30 Days of June giveaways to enter, shop online or in-store, but that's $300 to spend at Retrovision.
All right.
Nice.
Are you like me? Did you make somebody very angry, but it wasn't your fault? Hit us up. Hello, Kate.
Hi, how are you?
Great, Kate.
Fellow victim, what happened?
No.
Well, I was blissfully unaware at work. I work at the Curtin University, and if you know Curtin Uni, it's quite complex in parts. And
Yes.
I had a career trying to deliver a package to my particular area.
Yeah, it can be confusing to navigate your way through
Yes.
the labyrinth of Curtin.
Yes. So she'd been lost for 10 minutes, this woman.
Yeah.
By the time she got to me, she was quite irate. I had no idea about her story, and I buzzed her in, and she came in, and she absolutely blasted me. I've been looking for you for 10 minutes.
Did you design Curtin University? Well, that is on you.
No, I know, right? I know.
Look, I mean, if she found you and you were hiding under a bridge, and then she goes, "I've been looking for you for 10 minutes," and then yes, she's got a right to be angry.
Yes, but no. I was blissfully unaware working away, and she dropped her package and left, and I did not get a word in edgewise.
Why?
She just blasted me. Where have you been? And I thought, I kind of felt bad. I thought, I hope you have a better day.
Wait, then, sorry, my question is, where have you been? Here.
Well, that's right, exactly.
Hey, Kate, are you still at Curtin University?
Yes.
Do you
I'm
go
sitting
to?
in the car park right now, about to go to work.
How are the chip kebabs from George's? Are they still good?
I don't get up that part, actually. I
Can't
try
find
and
it.
avoid it.
Yes, you can't find your way.
All the food places, yeah.
I used to work at that tavern. I loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we used to
yeah.
get free kebabs.
Thank you, Kate. Kim, hello.
Hi, how you going?
Good,
guys?
Kim.
Hi,
Did
good,
somebody get
Kimmy.
angry at you and it wasn't your fault?
Absolutely, and it literally just happened a few minutes ago. I
Great.
stopped with my, environmentally takeaway coffee cup. I walked into the servo to get my tight-ass coffee for the morning, and this gentleman standing at the counter who was just a customer turned to me to have a go because I was rinsing it out with hot water before I went to use it, of having a go at me for being unhygienic for rinsing out my cup.
Unhygienic for rinsing out a cup. What
That
you rinsing?
you went-
Were you rinsing onto his face? Were you like? What?
It was just under the hot water,
Yes.
to get the cup warm and rinse
Yes.
out my morning coffee.
And it's the cup that you're going to drink out. It does not impact his life one little bit. And
Hey.
and it's a keep cup, so you're
One
saving the environment.
Hey Kim, it
I was
was
trying to be environmentally friendly, yeah.
was he an older gentleman?
I couldn't believe it. He was an elderly Asian man, shall we say.
Yeah. So the older generation, they're enraged by the very idea of keep cups.
Yeah, that's right.
They are. Things like that, they think is too woke, and they will not handle it. Not all. There are some that have really dug their heels in and goes,
Yeah.
nah,
Okay,
that's
boomer.
ridiculous.
Jackie's in Maylands. Hi, Jack.
Hey, how are you?
Now,
Hey,
did
Jackie.
you make someone angry and it wasn't your fault, Jack?
Yeah, I work in a hotel, and I was on the front desk and had a guest come through to ask for their car from the valet.
Yep.
Yes.
So I put the request through, and the valet attendant went to get the car, but broke the keys in the car.
Oh, jeez.
So wasn't able to bring the car back for the guest.
Yeah.
Anyway, they updated the team and everything like that, but because I was the one dealing with the guest, I had to break the news.
Yes.
And the guest was very angry with me and, started yelling at me and saying that I was incompetent. And,
You were.
But
Yeah, just
surely the
completely.
guest had been standing there looking at you this whole time, knowing that it was not you that broke the key.
No, I know. That's the thing. Like, I was assisting them and I was standing with them. I wasn't, like,
Yes.
they saw the person go and get their car, but because I was the one who had to explain the situation, they were like, oh, you're so stupid. I can't believe you did this. What's your name? And they, like, wanted to put in a formal complaint on me. And I'm like, I've
you.
been here serving you in the last 10 minutes when you requested your car.
People, when
Amazing.
you're venting your frustration at someone, you've got to say, don't take this personally.
Oh, this is
before
the
you
Sean
bag them
McManus
out.
approach to bagging
Okay.
out people who
But
haven't
think
done
about it,
anything
though.
wrong.
I mean, like, this person's putting a complaint about her, and I'm imagining the complaint is she was serving me, the entire time she was serving me, she was also breaking my car.
That's right. With her mind.
This is
apparently.
unheard of.
That's right. That is complaint worthy.
She
You're
needs to
right.
stop.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thanks, everybody, for their calls. $300 to spend at Retrovision. By the way, Retrovision's 30 Days of June giveaways. To enter, shop online or in-store. Kate from Curtin University getting bagged
the
out.
courier.
She had nothing to do with it.
No, she didn't design it. It's not her fault.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Time for us to get out of here.
What's happening tomorrow?
Well, we've got Cambo on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's
nice.
reapplying for his old job, Sean. It's going to be a bit awkward.
And we're going to
Okay.
give it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a bloody win, Nat.
Yeah.
That is a bloody win for both
That's
of us.
happening. Also, the McCain Pub Trivia question has jackpotted to $3,000 tomorrow.
$1,000. So you better apply.
Yes.
Head to the
That's cool.
Nova Player to do that.
Yeah, that's the only way you can play tomorrow.
Yes,
so
yeah,
everyone
right,
do that right
enter.
now. And the questions aren't hard.
It's easy.
Today was
$3,000.
asking who the Deputy Premier of WA is going to be.
Rita.
Rita.
Rita Saffioti. Morning, Rita. She likes to listen.
Hi, Rita.
Hey, Ross, I think Gimme More, there was a bit of a... Well, it didn't go off this morning with us.
No. It did with me yesterday, 250. I've had a look at the questions I have after 10 o'clock, and I think it's 80% gettable to go the whole way.
Why?
Yeah.
Which is the ungettable one? Do you think?
I can't say that. Otherwise I
Oh,
get in
the
trouble.
last one. So I'm guessing it's the one with the most money attached to it.
Usually is.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.